Hello, everybody. A very happy new year to everybody. I wish everybody has a very great and prosperous new year ahead. And this is me, Disha Singh, from the BCom department of IIMT Group of Colleges, Noida. So today I'm going to take your lecture about the formation of a company. Okay. So before starting with the formation of the company, the very basics word which is being used here is a company. So in general, I would like to ask or I would share ki what is a company. So if we say a company is a natural legal entity formed by the association of group of people who come together, who work together to achieve a common goal. So if we are talking a layman language, a company is simply coming for together of two, three peoples. They form a company, they work together for a particular goal. No company is made without any particular goal. You cannot make a company and you will be like, "No, okay, I have made a company, but I don't want to earn something." A company is always made with the motive, with something to be achieved, with an objective to be achieved. So it's very obvious. A company is a natural legal entity formed by the association and group of people to work towards to achieve a common objective. So if I talk about a company, I would say ki, okay, you people are going to make a company, but that doesn't possible that it will not be under any legal framework. It has to be under a legal framework, because if it is not under a legal framework, you will not be able to tackle this situation. So in India, when we talk about a company, there is a proper act which we follow for the observation of the policies, of the guidelines, of the working of the company, which is your Companies Act 2013. So when we talk about company, we follow a particular act and many other acts. But as it's company, so we have a Companies Law 2013. Okay. So if I talk about minimum number, maximum number, so there is always a limit. It can never be a single person. If I talk about single person, there we have a category that is one person company, which can be started with one person. But as I told earlier, when I defined the company, that company is coming up of people. So when I talk about coming up of people, so there must be more than one people. So when you talk, you have three categories: public, private, one person company. In one person company, it can be started with one person, as stated. As the name suggests, it's a one person company. But when you talk about public company and private company, there are more than one people required for the formation of the company. So if you talk about the private company, you require mainly minimum two people. You cannot start a private company until and unless you are the combination or two people are coming together. And if you talk about a public company, the minimum required people are seven. So what I said when I talk about a public company, minimum seven people will be required and maximum as in there is no limit. What I said, when I talk about a public company, there are minimum seven number of people required. And when I talk about maximum, as such, there is no limit for public company. Then we come to your private company. For private company, minimum two people are required. Again, what I said, for minimum two people are required in case of private company, and that can extend to your maximum 200 people. In public company, there was no maximum limit, there was a minimum limit. But when I talked about private company, there is a limit for minimum also, there is a limit for maximum also. So private company, minimum two people, maximum 200. Public company, minimum seven, maximum no limit. And when I talk about one person company can start it with one person also. So this is just the basic about your company. What is the company? And what are the minimum and the maximum numbers of the people required to make a company, and which act basically broadly work for your company. Okay. So next is features of the company. If you're talking about the company, there must be some features. So always remember, company is an artificial person. You have studied this before if in your schools and everywhere. When we talk about company, company is an artificial person. Okay. your identity of a company is different from the identity of its members. You can never say that company and its members are same. You have earlier also, or whenever you listen, you say the company got bankrupted. It's never the members who are bankrupted, it's the company. So there are two different person, they two are different person. So here you got to know about the two features, that company is an artificial person because company is another thing and your members are another thing. So you can say two features are being defined here, that company is an artificial person and company is a separate legal entity. How? Because as I said, whenever there is anything done on the name of the company is solely responsible. It's never the members. If there is a fraud done, if there is any bankruptcy, it is always said XYZ company got bankrupted. It's never your, what you say, that members who are bankrupted. It's the company got bankrupted. It's always the members different and your company different. So I can say the company is an artificial person, company is responsible, members are working, shareholders, board of directors, every people are working on the behalf of the company, but they are not the company. They are the different persons, company is the different person. So your company is an artificial company and your company has a separate legal entity. Now your limited liability. Company has its liabilities. See, if you purchase a building, if you are going to start a company, you purchase a building, you purchase furniture, these are all on the name of the company. These are not on the name of the members. And accordingly, when the company is made, a liability is being created. The company's liability is not unlimited. Company has its limited liability. Its existence is perpetual. Uh, in accounts, we say people come and go, but company goes on forever. In your BCom, commerce, everywhere, there is a line, people come and go, but company goes on forever. This is said because as it is said that company is different for its member. So its existence is perpetual. There may be a situation a person dies, there may be a situation that the director had died, but that doesn't mean your company has died. No, it's the member who has died, but the company is still on the papers, company is still working, company is still operating. The new members will be allotted, the new members will be appointed, but your company's existence will not be affected until and unless there is a, signature made that we want to end the company. It's the decision to end the company. Until and unless it is made, your company's existence is unlimited. The directors keep on changing, the members keep on changing, but your company goes on forever until and unless by legally, by proper paperwork, we bring that particular company to end. Okay. So what we talked about the company features, it is an artificial person. It's a separate legal entity. It has its limited liability. It has a common seal. Common seal is like a signature. We, as a human, do sign. Company being an artificial person, company cannot sign. So company has its common seal, which is its own identity. Whenever there is a sign thing, company uses its common seal. Every company has its different common seal. One company's common seal cannot be same as another company's common seal. Okay. So the features of the company, it is an artificial person. It's a separate legal entity, limited liability, common seal, and perpetual existence. Okay. So next comes the steps in the formation of the company. We are planning to make a company, so there must be some stages we have to go. It's nothing like that we started and it ended. No, there are some steps for everything. So for the formation of the company, there are some steps. The very first stage is your promotion stage, then comes your registration, incorporation, and the final stage is your commencement of your business. That is your commencement stage. Okay. So very first, we will talk about the promotion stage. So in general, promotion, by promotion, we means to promote something. We like, we want to make people aware about the something. It's When you talk about advertisements, when you talk about a new product is being launched, the promotion is being done. Promotion is being done because we want the people around us, the people in this entire geographical area where we are working, where we want to work, people should know about us. So somewhat it is same, but promotion stage is, when we talk about a company, promotion is primarily the very initial stage. It is the first step in the formation of company. In this phase, the idea of starting of business is converted into the reality with the help of promoters of the business idea. What we just read, it says that at this stage, there was an idea in my mind that I want to start a company, and that idea of converting the company, the idea that I had in my mind, I'll start the company. Now I will convert that idea into a reality with the help of a promoter who has the business idea. Okay. In this stage, the ideas are executed. The promotion stage, okay? What we said, the idea we made of starting the company, that is being executed. Okay, I had in my mind that I will start a company someday. I will start a company of clothing or anything, XYZ. That was something in my mind was going on. But when I talk about the promotion stage, that thing which was going in my mind, now I will take the steps to bring that into the reality. At this, the plan which was there in my mind will now be converted into the reality. So in this, there are 2-3 stages. That of the first one is identify the business opportunity and decide on the type of the business that needs to be done. Okay, I am a housemaker right now. I know, suppose this is an example, that I am a housemaker right now and I know cooking. I know dancing also, and I have done my graduation. No, but I am sitting idle. I think I should start something. It cannot be like something ki, okay, I'll start cooking business also. Ki I will make the food and I will get myself registered on Zomato or Swiggy, or I will open the hotel and I will start the dance class also because I know dancing and I am a graduate student. So I can suppose example that I'm a graduate. I have done my studies till graduation. So I'll start the tuitions also. So this is not possible. It's very easy to say, but when it comes to execution, it's very tough. You cannot be like everywhere. You have to decide. You have to be very clear with which area you want to open a company. So what we said, that identify the business opportunity and decide on the type of the business that needs to be done. I have to be very clear with this fact key in which area, with which product, with which service line, with which other specifications I want my business to be done. I have to be very clear in my mind, okay, that this is the product or this is the service I want to start my company with. I cannot be everywhere. I have to be very specific, and that is to be decided at the promotion stage only. It cannot be changed once your company has started. I started a cafe, and now I'm like, oh shit, I was not so much into cooking. Maybe I was better at dancing. That's not possible. That's truly not possible. You have to be very clear and you have to be very precise. So your promotion stage is all about being very clear in your mind of about the opportunity where you want to start. Okay. After that, you have to perform a feasibility study and determine the economic, technical, and legal aspects of executing the business. So it is not that possible that you will start the business and you haven't checked about the technical and the legal aspects. You started the business and suppose I want to start a cafe or I want to start a restaurant from the name of Desi Tadka. But that's but I didn't check on the internet and in the nearby area that some other restaurant or cafe was already existing with the name Desi Tadka. So that is legally a problem for me. In long run, that will be a legal problem for me because that person who was already existing in this food business from this name Desi Tadka, he can sue me because somehow his name is already existing in the market and I cannot use his name. So after once I am done with the clear mind, clear state, ki, okay, I have to start this business. Next step is to get clear about what is to be done, how it is to be done. Now I will check about, is it economically possible for me? Do I have so much funds that I could start a cafe, or I could start a dance academy, or anything, XYZ company? Do I am really so much economically well established that I could start that business? I have that technical facilities with me, that if I want to open a cafe, I have that area, then the machines which are required. Suppose my cafe is deciding to serve very good pizzas. So do I have a pizza machine to make it? So the technical things are available with me. Next, I will check about the legal aspects. What are the things? How can be done? What are the possibilities? Like I told you, if I am starting a restaurant with the name of Desi Tadka, and suppose someone is already existing in this food area with the restaurant name Desi Tadka, so he can go legally. That will be a very problematic situation for me, not in short run, but in long run. There will be legal problems, legal consequences with me. As I told about the features of the company, common seal. So somehow Desi Tadka name is the common seal of that person who is already having the restaurant, cafe, or whatever. Okay. And I cannot use the same name. Okay. So I can face the legal consequences. Second is, and if you talk about the promotion stage, you have to check about interest shown by promoters toward the business idea and supply of capital and other necessary procedures to start the business. As I told, I need to be very clear. Do I have required funds or not to start the business? Okay. Your second is registration stage. Now, okay, on the promotion stage, I am done. I have to do this business. I have decided which business I have to go, which product line I have to go, which segment I have to go, which area I have to go, where I have to go. I have the required funding with me. I have required everything. I have done the legal work. I have checked everything. Okay, this will be the legal consequences. Okay, these will be the legal guidelines I will be following. If I'm going in this sector, okay, I have to follow, okay, I have to follow Companies Act, then I have to follow Foods and Service and other many acts which are there in that respective area. I have to follow that. Okay, I have checked. Suppose now I am done with my promotion stage. I have done the acts. I have done every screening. I have done proper research work before starting a business on my promotion stage. Okay, this will be the funds required. This will be the labor required. This will be the location. This will be the equipments. This much will be the funds required. This much is the every XYZ thing. These are being done. Now I am very clear with my mind. At this way, I have to go. Now, second stage, first was your sorry, first was your promotion stage. I am done with that. Now I'll come to the registration stage. Obviously, as I told, company is an artificial person. Company has its common seat. Company has its separate legal entity, so it has to get registered. It has to get registered. It cannot be that I started a company, but I'm not getting it registered anyway. That's not possible. I'll have to get my company registered. So in this stage, the company gets registered, which brings your company into existence. After only registration, your company comes into existence. I said, okay, I had an idea in my mind of starting the company. I started, I did every research work. And now what? I will start the company. No, it's not possible. It's not registered. Yes. Nothing, if it is not in the papers of the companies, it's not in the papers of the law, your company is not legal. Your work will not be legal. You need a legal mark. You need a legal certification for your company. That is done on your registration stage. Okay. A company is said to be in existence if it is registered as per Companies Act 2013. Your companies get registered under your Companies Act 2013. Okay, there will be a memorandum of association and there will be an article of association. If you talk about memorandum of association, there are 7 clauses in it. Like you have name clause, subject clause, which mention the details of the company. Then comes your article of association. Article of association is about the rules and guidelines of the company. Okay. A memorandum of association must be signed by the founders of the company. Who will sign your memorandum of association? Memorandum of association is always signed by your founders of the company. A minimum 7 members are required in case of public company and in private 2 people. Okay. So as it said, founders of the company are required to sign your memorandum of association. Who will be the founders? Okay. Who started the company, but there were the minimum number required. So in public company, it was 7. And in private company, it was 2. So the whatever the minimum limit was, that should be fulfilled, and those people will sign your memorandum of association. The memorandum of association must be properly registered and stamped. Second comes your article of association. This has to be also signed and submitted. After all this, memorandum and article of association are signed, stamped, and submitted. The next step is preparing the list of the directors, which should be filed with the registrar of the companies. After that, this comes your director of the company should provide a written consent agreeing to the directors should be filed with the registrar of companies. Okay. And then the notice of address of the office needs to be filled. I need to fill the address notice of the company. A statutory declaration should be made by the advocate. Okay. So in registration process, at the stage of registration, all paperwork is to be done to bring your company into existence. In promotion, okay, what we done? We had some idea in my mind that we have to start the company. We started the research work on that, how it will be done, what will be the things. Do I have funds? Do I have everything? Do I have everything required? That was done on your promotion stage. After your promotion stage, what came? Your registration stage came. Registration, at your registration stage, we did all the paperwork required so that our company can come into the existence. And as it's mentioned in the features of the company, the company is different from the members, so it has to be legally made. It has to, before coming into existence, it has to be get registered on the paper so that it gets its separate legal entity. So at promotion, we did your mind work, research work, and at registration, we got our company when we were very clear in our mind that this was my idea. This was the thing I want to make my business start or my company start. It was very clear. And after that, on the step of registration, I did the paperwork. I did the legal documentation work to bring that idea what I had in my mind in working to give it a name of the company, to start a company and to start doing the business. We want to register our company. So first we had first we had promotion stage, and now we did everything required on our registration stage. After your registration stage, here comes certificate of incorporation. Certificate of incorporation is issued when the registrar is satisfied with the documents provided. This certificate validates the establishment of company in records. Okay, the registration work on that step, our every paperwork is done. And now we will get the certificate of incorporation. Certificate of incorporation is given by whom? It is given by registrar. When he gets satisfied with our documents, he is okay that okay, company is right, the company, the work the company is going to do is fine, and everything is done accordingly, according to the law and everything. When the registrar is 100% assured with everything, he will give the certificate of incorporation, and after this, your company can start. Okay. After this, there is certificate of commencement of business. Okay. Certificate of commencement of business is required for a public company for starting to doing the business. While a public company needs this, while a private company can start business when it has received the certificate of incorporation. What we just said, certificate of commencement is required in case of public company, and private company can start the business once it has received the certificate of incorporation. Okay. Then public company receiving the certificate of incorporation can issue prospectus in order to make the public subscriber to the share for raising capital. Once all minimum number of required shares have been subscribed, letter should be sent to registrar along with the blank agreement stating that receiving of the money. Okay. So in case of public company, there is always subscription to the shares done for the raising of capital, and for the same they need the certificate of commencement. they get the certificate of public company, they receive the certificate of incorporation, they issue the prospectus for raising the money by making people to subscribe to their shares. Okay, so these are the 4 steps, majorly 4 steps, which are required to start your company. And in this way, your company starts working, your company is being formed, and you can start the work. I hope I was very clear with this topic. And thanks for your time. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you so much.